Welcome to part 3 of my story time of how I survived a public smear campaign that 2 of my abusive family members planned and executed against me in 2023. So the expose breaks on a Saturday, and throughout that day, I am distressed. I'm getting multiple calls from my uncles and aunties on my dad's side, my cousins asking me what's going on, why is Joseph's name trending, what are we looking at? And I'm literally like, I know as much as you know. I did not know any of these things about what he did to these women. The only thing I was clued in on was what he did at the art gallery. And I didn't even know he got into a physical fight. I found out on that Saturday when the video was leaked. So on Sunday evening, I go and visit one of my former high school friends, and I tell him like how I'm feeling. I'm very distressed. I don't know what to do. And he suggests that I make a video talking about childhood experience, the trauma, the violence we experience, just to give context to the role that I am not playing in this, right? Just to make it clear that no, I was a victim. I did not enable this behavior. When I get back home, I'm still thinking about whether making this video is a good idea. When I get a call from one of my uncles saying they've been trying to reach Joseph and they haven't been able to, can I try to call him and find out what's going on? And I say, okay, sure, no problem. Big fucking mistake. Mistake number 3. I should not have gotten involved. I call him, what's up? Uncle so-and-so is trying to reach you. People are saying they can't access you. What's going on? Oh, I'm okay. I was on a flight back to the UK. I'm good. And he sounds so chipper, so happy. And I'm like, where are you? I went out drinking with my friends. I was like, sorry? At that point, something just shifted in my mind. And I was like, enough is enough. I'm done. And not only that, it was in that moment that I lost my faith. Because at that point, I knew God cannot help me in this situation. I have to help myself. Then on Monday morning, the next morning, I make my video. I start off first by praying, never again. Then I apologize to the victims. Even though, why am I apologizing? I'm not the one that harmed them. I didn't know when they got involved with this young man, but I knew they were never gonna get an apology from him. That was my way of saying, I don't have any issues with you guys exposing him, but I feel like you're owed an apology. And I made my stance clear. I've never enabled this boy. Whatever you guys experience with him, I experienced 100 times worse. Remember, he threatened to unalive me 4 months after my dad died. I have never enabled. I was on the receiving end multiple times. And the one person who enabled and continues to do so is Mary. After the video drops, boom, Joseph starts blowing up my phone. I don't pick up, and he sends me a long string of messages. Yeah, like literally in caps lock. You want me to go to prison? What the hell is wrong with you? Why would you make this video? How can you say you had a near-death experience with me? Maybe because I did. Maybe because you tried to punch me in the face and you told me you will unalive me and nobody will know, and you smashed my phone. You called my dad stupid and you called me a prostitute. What else is the definition of a near-death experience? And then he says something interesting. He's like, Mary told me you were against me, that you've always envied me, you've always envied my talents, my gifts, that you're jealous of me. She told me not to listen to you or to trust you, that you're a problem child. And I told her, no, that apart from my partner, she's the only one that will stand by me. Why would you think I will stand by you after finding all of these things out? Never that. I'm not going to disown you. I'm not going to pile on you, but I would never, ever support you and stand by you after finding out that you've been doing these horrible things to women. And then at the end of July, Joseph goes on the internet, denies the abuse, publicly denies the abuse, says that they gave me a house and a car, and then doxes me by leaking my phone number, a very private phone number that only a few people had, and then shared some text messages that we had exchanged. Now, I heard that in one of the messages, apparently I had insulted the victims. That never happened. I never insulted anyone. The only other verbally abusive family member, apart from Joseph, is Mary. I've heard Mary say some awful things about my dad's friends, about his family members, and about some of the women that Joseph dated and brought home. So if any kind of vitriol was targeted at those victims, it didn't come from me.